What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Thomas Dolby. And we're back with a tune included, I think, as a bonus in the folder for his 1982 album Golden Age of Wireless. And the track is called Urges. Fundamentally, the word speaks to, in the case of humans and other animals, biological imperatives, or at the very least, biological instincts, whether that's of a sustenance nature, the urge to find food, the urge to find water, or a more carnal nature. Again, biological imperatives different for different species, but yeah, they speak to something that is not necessarily a conscious, deliberative decision, but rather an underlying psycho-emotional, perhaps even genetic, or if not genetic, at the very least, biological instinct or predisposition, perhaps best. So yeah, the degree to which people manage or become slaves to their urges will obviously vary. Whether that's because of self-discipline or because of circumstances not allowing for the gratification of urges. And I suppose, again, urges can be more benign or indeed essential to life. But again, I think often in the context of humans, when you hear people talk about urges, it's things which, at the very least, if not pursued in moderation, can cause significant problems. If not, being over, vices, for lack of a better word. So let's find out what Mr. Dolby has to say about the matter. This is Thomas Dolby. The tune is Urges, and it's a bonus track included in the folder for the 1982 album Golden Age of Wireless.
She's here, the heat is rising. She moves slowly, she's a China doll. By degrees, to loosen her composure. She knows, he knows, she knows, he knows. One word to the man in the pulpit. She started twitching and she can't keep still. 7 inches of a black starlight. Urges, urges. She gets these urges.
That's such a crazy transition. Heartfelt.
Urges, urges, these restless urges you don't wanna talk about. Urges, urges, cast off the urges, lock them out, lock them out.
Cast them off and lock them out.
Try to contain the
Like
stuff
the
that's in your
electricity in this
body. Play silly when your life's no good. When you're ashamed of things about your body, keep drinking like you knew you would. In the footlight, the ape in motion, spin circles all across the floor. Mouth the words, assume the positions. For a second we can fool them all. Girl, this time it's a new sensation. It's never been this way before. I look at you and I feel how human. Urges, urges, I get these urges I don't wanna talk about. Heartfelt
You seem to be doing just
I
that,
get these
though.
urges I'm not supposed to talk about. Urges, urges, these restless urges I don't wanna talk about. Urges, urges, cause of the urges,
insane. I do think it was more, again, carnal or on the sexual side of the urge spectrum. And yeah, I don't know. It's like the idea of like we're not. I don't want to talk about it. We're not supposed to talk about it, but he of course is talking about it. And yeah, obviously, the way people feel sexually is not often a topic of easy or light conversations. So I suppose it's very human what he's saying, but it's an interesting like conundrum of laying it all out there and talking about how you don't really like doing that. So yeah, cool tune. I will say sonically, like it felt like it was in two minds a little bit. Like and maybe the contrast was part of it, but like it felt more regular pop, kind of had a jazzy feel with the keyboard. But then like post chorus, it would go into a more electronic, like early '80s synth pop feel. So it was sort of like vacillating back and forth between again like an early '80s experimental synth pop sound and then a more I don't know, straight away like pop tune, although even then it was a bit like manic, a bit insane. So I don't know, again, I think part of the contrast was part of the idea. And again, it felt like a bit like unsettled, which I suppose fits with the vibe of like, ooh, I'm not sure, like I feel a certain way, I'm not sure like I'm supposed to feel this way, I'm certainly not like comfortable talking about it, so perhaps that was part of it. But yeah, a cool tune. I don't know right in the moment if there's any more B-sides or bonus tracks in the folder. But yeah, bottom line, I'll check to make sure that's the case. If there are, obviously I'll go through whatever is left. But if not, I do believe there's at least one more Dolby album in there. I do have to point out, some Dolby has been made available to me via Stan, who sent me a Dolby album, which in the moment, I don't actually remember the name of it. I do apologize. I should have dug through that to listen, or not to listen, but to make sure I knew what it was. Fair to say though, I mean, I'm getting a lot of stuff, not just online, but like in the mail now. So, but again, we have at least one or two Dolby albums remaining, and then we'll see what else we can do after that. So, and admittedly, I still have that vinyl where I don't think I listened to the flip side. So eventually we'll do that as well. In any case, let me know what you think. Luca, I do apologize. I am just going to have to briefly deposit you here. Do let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.